Hey everyone, so this video is going to be how to depot your your Urban Decay 24/7 concealer pencils. The reason I wanted to depot them or put them into a pot or a jar, hi Anya, is because as you can, these do not twist up, and when you have to sharpen them you wind up kind of wasting a bit of product. And I depotted two already because I tried two methods, and DEA is the shade it's lighter than me. I'm doing a lighter, a middle, and then a darker one. So, and they go in order. So DEA I did using the hairdryer method, and I got extremely impatient because it takes at least an hour and a half to melt it enough to where it'll go into the pot. So what I did is the tube got heated and I just squeezed around it, which wasn't that hard because it was already heated, and it started sliding out. So I just kind of cracked it open and just kind of scraped it out. So, you know, that's doing DEA, which is the second lightest shade. Then the one I'm going to show you tonight is FBI, which is the third shade. And then the one I did using the method I'm about to show you is ATF, and as you can tell, it's definitely a lot nicer. And as you can tell, this fills almost the entire thing. And I got these are just the bead jars from Michaels, and they were $2.99 for a stack of 6, I think. So that's not bad. If you wanted smaller jars, you can depot them into like a 5-gram jar, but I'm just going to use these. I'm not sure the size of these, but you can use them. And these do not take as long as the NYX ones do, because the NYX ones could vary from 2 to oh my goodness, like 2 to 4 minutes, 2 to 4.5 minutes. Now, I've never done it, but I was watching videos last night, so you figure 2 to 4 minutes for a NYX pencil, and this takes about a minute and a half at the most, because last night I wasn't, you know, watching it, and the bottom of the jar started to melt. It didn't burn the product. It looks like it did, but it didn't burn the product. And the product is exactly the same when you depot it. And I even looked on YouTube to see if there were any videos on depotting these, and there's not. So I'm going to show you how to depot your 24/7 concealer pencils using the microwave. And all you're literally going to need is a coffee mug, one of these jars, and then your pencil. Now, the way I label them is I've got this permanent stuff that I got in Michaels. You're supposed to have a gun that goes with it, and I don't have it, and I just stick the name to it with, like I have here. I stick the name to it, and then I'm gonna stick it like right here on the package. So we'll figure. So I will adjust the angle so we can get it ready, and then we'll head over to the microwave. So basically what you're going to do to start off with is you're going to take a concealer pencil, and you're going to kind of, I'm doing this at a weird angle. You're going to kind of smush it down a little bit just so it will stay, just that much, because you're going to need it to kind of stick up like that a little bit, just so when you put it in your mug it'll stay. So now that we have it stuck down, we need to take the back off, which I probably should have filmed first, but I will do it now. I just got concealer all over this. Okay, wiping it off. So yes. Okay, so to take the back off, you can either do it one of two ways. You can kind of wiggle it off like that, or use some pliers, but that I just figured is the easiest. So now that we have the, you know, concealer stick set up, I'm just gonna have it set like this, and then you're going to put it into your mug. So it's gonna wind up looking like this. So let's head over to the microwave and get started. So just pop the whole thing in the microwave, shut it, and then I'm gonna set mine for a minute, and we'll see what happens after. Okay, so it just finished, and it's going to be hot, so as you can tell, it's not quite fully melted, so I'm going to put it in for 15 more seconds. So we're back in the bedroom, and as you can tell, it's completely melted, and I just tapped it down a few times just to make it even, and it, you know, now you just got to let it sit. I would let it sit for about an hour maybe at the most, and it should be completely congealed. It should be set back up into the concealer, and then you'll be ready to go. So we'll check in about an hour.